Hello guys, gals, non-binary pals, and waterfowls. It's me, Big Mike, back with another video. And today we're going to be looking at a cinematic event I am very excited for, fam. If you've been following me for a while, then you know I'm a huge fan of B-movies. And while I'm pretty indifferent to big studio horror movies, horror B-movies have a special place in my heart. This is thanks to my damn good bro and good supporter of this channel, Dr. Nick. In this past year, I went down a rabbit hole of horror B-movies. I've seen Final Exam, LA AIDS Jabber, Suburban Sasquatch, Llamageddon, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, and Cocaine Bear, with the last two being released earlier this year. So when I saw this, I was like, damn fam, this is going to be the B-movie event of the second half of the year. Maybe even for all of 2023. By the title of this video, you can probably tell I'm talking about Slotherhouse, a horror comedy movie set to be released on August 30th. The premise of this movie alone is comedic gold. You have one of the slowest animals in existence going on a killing spree. I gotta imagine in real life at least, that's really easy to get away from a murderous sloth. However, in this movie, it doesn't seem quite so simple. And as a huge fan of absurdist comedy, I can really get down with this idea, fam. The premise sounds great to me, but what's the actual story gonna be like? Well, let's take a look at the synopsis. It's senior year of college for sorority sister Emily Young, and for the first time ever, Sigma Lambda Theta is having elections for who will be president. Wanting to have a killer year, Emily Young realizes she might just be the best option for her sorority. While beginning her campaign, she finds an adorable sloth that steals her heart and soon realizes she just might steal the hearts and votes of her sorority sisters. But when bodies slowly begin to pile up in the Sigma Lambda Theta house, Emily and her sorority sisters realize the deaths are being caused by their new house mascot, the Cuddly Sloth Alpha. Will Emily and her sisters escape the house with their lives? Or is this death sloth with 3 razor-sharp claws too quick for them? So now I would like to share my thoughts on this film. First things first, the title Slotherhouse.
It's a Slotherhouse.
Oh.
The name itself is solid gold. No matter how the actual movie turns out, the title is one of the best I've ever come across. The name Slotherhouse is both a perfect pun and an accurate description of the movie. Some such as Germain Lucier of Gizmodo, forgive me if I mispronounced that name, has complained about the rating as it's rated PG-13 for violence, bloody images, and language. For comparison, both Cocaine Bear and Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey were both rated R, and thus could push the envelope very far in terms of graphic content. He believed that such rating could restrict the potential of such a horror movie, but he's open to seeing if it actually works for this movie or not. And I think that's a fair assessment. I'm not a big fan of having it rated PG-13 either. But to be honest, I feel like this film, based on the premise and on at least what I've seen in the trailer, while being a horror comedy, is going to lean more into the comedy section than the horror. Admittedly, this is just a guess on my part, and I could very well be wrong. One thing though, I never get tired of pointing out is that restrictions in art, be they financial or otherwise, can lead to heightened creativity in artists. And that could very well be something that happens here. Unfortunately, I've seen some YouTube reviews that seem to be treating this as if it was meant to be a straight-up horror film, and as a result, they're treating the more absurd elements as stupid oddities and weird choices. They look at things like the scene where the sloth punches someone, or the scene where it uses a computer as making no sense. And if this was a straight-faced horror film, I'd be with them on this. But it's a horror comedy, and so the absurd, outlandish elements belong in it just as much as the death and murder elements. At the end of the day, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, something it was never meant to do, it's always going to fail. If you approach a horror comedy movie expecting the same seriousness that you see in a movie like Friday the 13th or The Exorcist, it's always going to fail to meet your expectations. So when judging movies, games, or really any kind of art, it's important to keep its genre in mind. Lastly, I just want to share my final thoughts. Do I think this is going to be an Academy Award or Oscar-winning movie or the movie of the year? Absolutely not. And I don't think it's trying to be. As much as films can be serious art with deep, meaningful, oftentimes hard-hitting messages. Not every film has to be that way. As much as I love the films of Ridley Scott or the work of Vince Gilligan, not every film has to be on that level. Sometimes we just need to watch something light and fun. So no, I don't think Slotherhouse is gonna be the movie of the year, though it could very well be the B movie of the year. But even then, there's fierce competition from both Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and Cocaine Bear. But do I think it has the potential to be a fun time? Absolutely. Will it though? Only time will tell. I'm definitely going to be checking this one out as soon as I can. Do you plan to watch it? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, I'll end it here, fam. Special thanks to Fran, who does a wonderful job of doing my art. She's back on Twitter, so please give her a follow. A special thanks to all my friends on Twitter. I wouldn't be here without you all. And most importantly, a special thank you to all of you for watching. Please like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you dislike it. Feel free to comment below and let me know what you think. And if you like my content, please subscribe and turn your notifications on. Until next time, fam, remember, just be yourself and you'll be awesome. Peace out!